If investing scares you, watch this first. Because I'm about to break down exactly what you need to do to start investing without the confusion, without the jargon, and without you losing your money. By the end of this video, you will know the one thing every beginner should start with. Let's go. This is DT Capital Clarity, and welcome to you all. Look, I get it. Investing feels overwhelming. Stocks, bonds, ETFs, crypto, real estate. Everyone's screaming different advice to you. Your coworker made 50% on some random stock. Your uncle lost everything in 2008. And you are just trying to figure out where to start with screwing up. Here is the truth. Most people overcomplicate investing one day they are starting out. They try to pick individual stocks, chase trends, or follow some guru on social media, and they usually lose money doing it. So today, I'm cutting through all of that and showing you the smartest and simplest way to start. Let's start with section 1. Why most beginners fail. Before I talk about what to do, let's talk about what not to do. Mistake number 1. Trying to pick individual stocks. Unless you are willing to spend hours researching companies, reading financial statements, and tracking market trends, you are basically gambling. Even professional investors struggle to beat the market consistently. Mistake number 2. Waiting for the perfect time. People say, I will invest when the market drops, or I will wait until I understand everything. Guess what? Never feel ready. And timing the market is nearly impossible. Even the experts cannot do it. Mistake number 3. Putting all your money in one place. Maybe you heard about Bitcoin or Tesla or whatever's hot right now. Going all in one investment is how people lose everything. So, if that's what not to do, what should you do? Let's talk about it in section 2. The one thing you start with. Here it is index funds, especially for those people in USA. Index funds. The other peoples around the world, there are some of the institutions called stocks. For example, in Rwanda, there is what we call Rwanda Stock Exchange. So there are other institutions, other agencies like those who can buy for you different shares in different companies. So you can start with that thing. Specifically, a low-cost index fund that tracks the entire stock market, like the SP 500. Now, I know that might sound boring. There is no thrill, no excitement, no story about how you turned 1000 USD into 100,000 USD overnight. But that's exactly the point. Here is what an index fund actually is. Instead of buying stock in one company, you are buying teeny pieces of hundreds of thousands of companies in all at once. When you invest in SP 500 index fund, you are literally investing in 5 100 largest companies in America. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, all of them. Why does this matter? Three reasons. First, instant diversification. Instant diversification. So you are not putting all your eggs in one basket. If one company fails, you've still got 499 others. Your risk is spread out. Second, it tracks the market. Over the long term, the stock market has historically returned about 10% per year on average. Some years are up, some are down, but over decades it grows. When you invest in an index fund, you are betting on the overall economy, not on your ability to pick winners. Third, it's low cost. Index funds have tiny fees compared to actively managed funds. That might not sound like a big deal, but over 30 years, high fees can eat up hundreds of thousands of dollars of your returns. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, recommends index funds for most people. In fact, he's instructed that when he dies, his money should be put into index funds. If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for you. Section 3. How to actually do this? Okay, so you are convinced. How do you actually invest in an index fund? Step 1. Open an investment account. You will need a brokerage account. Popular options include Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, or apps like Robinhood or Webull. Most of these are free to open and have no minimum investment requirements. Step 2. Choose your index fund. Look for funds that track the SP 500 or the total stock market. Some examples are Vanguard's VOO or VTI, Fidelity's FXAIX or Schwab's SWPPX. The exact name doesn't matter as much as making sure it's low cost. Look for an expense ratio under 0.1%. Step number 3. Decide how much to invest. Here is a golden rule. Only invest money you won't need for at least 5 years. Ideally longer. This is not your emergency fund. This is not your rent money. This is money you can let sit and grow. If you can set up automatic investment, even 50 USD or 100 USD a month makes a difference. The key is consistency. Investing a little bit about every month, no matter what the market's doing, is called dollar cost averaging, and it's one of the smartest strategies for beginners. Step 4. Leave it alone. Seriously, don't check it every day. Don't panic when the market drops. Don't sell when everyone's freaking out. The whole point of long-term investing is letting your money compound over time. The people who lose money are the ones who panic and sell at the worst possible moment. Section 4. What about everything else? Now, you might be thinking, what about crypto? What about real estate? What about day trading? Here is my take. Once you've built a solid foundation with index funds, once you understand how investing works, once you have money you can afford to lose, then you can experiment with other stuff. Yes, I don't know if you are getting it well. Once you've built a solid foundation with index funds, once you understand how investing works, once you have money you can afford to lose, then you can experiment with other stuff. But if you are a beginner, start simple. Start with index funds. Very comfortable. Learn how the market moves. Build the habit of investing regularly. You can always add complexity later. But most people who jump straight into the complicated stuff end up losing money and getting discouraged. Here is something you have to know. You have to memorize. If you are new to investing and you want to start smart, put your money in a low cost index fund and that fund that tracks the entire market. Set up automatic contributions and let time do the heavy lifting. You do not need to be genius. You don't need to pick the next apple. You just need to start, stay consistent, and think long term. Investing isn't about getting rich quick. It's about building wealth slowly, steadily, and intelligently. If this helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more no nonsense financial advice. Drop a comment if you have a question. I will answer as many as I can. Now, stop watching videos and go open that account. Your future self will thank you. This is DT Capital Clarity. See you in the next one.